Hello there. Welcome to Sanders Presents. I'm Greg, and if you're enjoying the content we're producing, please consider following a link in the description below to become a YouTube channel member and support us today. So let's dive right into it. This is a collection of everything we've leaked over the last year. This is every production upcoming Marvel release. Everything that's in development right now with Marvel that we can put a name to, and some of the ones we can't put any real names to. So let's get with the biggest one, and that is, of course, Echo. Echo is a spinoff from Hawkeye, and currently, and we've discussed this before in our previous live videos, you can go through our archives and check those out. But as we covered exclusively here, we did announce that Vincent D'Onofrio and Charlie Cox were both in negotiations to reprise their roles for Echo. Echo is currently tentatively scheduled to begin filming at the beginning of 2022, a late January to February start date in terms of production. So it would hit around the time after all the hype and surprise surrounding Hawkeye and Spider-Man No Way Home, and certain characters have returned, and that's when I would expect major announcements in terms of the production of that show. Just because obviously Disney will want to keep, well, Marvel Studios, Disney, whatnot, will want to keep those surprises intact. So they're not going, I don't see them having too much to say about Echo, unless marketing-wise they're willing to just kind of, throw everything out there and say, hey, listen, these guys are coming back, and ruin that surprise before, Spider-Man No Way Home and Hawkeye, and we have these big returns. So, again, it's up in the air when they choose to announce it, but that is what's currently in terms of production. We have Echo. And again, Echo is estimated to be a 6-episode series, 40 to 60 minutes. Then also going in production at around the same time, January, February, is the Marvel Studios Untitled Halloween Special. Now, this is being fast-tracked. It is estimated, just like the Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special, which is supposed to premiere in around Christmas 2022, this Halloween special would star and introduce brand new occult, more magical characters to the Marvel Cinematic Universe. And it would, again, run 60 to 90 minutes. It is looking to cast a lead male Latino, which is up in the air in terms of, to be frank, it could be werewolf. It could be the second Werewolf by Night, or it could be the second Ghost Rider. It is frankly too vague to know for certain, but the Halloween special will star and introduce a new character to the MCU, or to that occult side of the MCU, and that's being fast-tracked. So again, that's in active development right now. It is estimated to go into production around January, February, March, to quickly film it and get it ready for Halloween 2022. And again, I'm excited about that. I think having that kind of theme specials, I think that's fun. I think that's exciting. I think in terms of 4-quadrant, if you'll allow me to digress a bit, I think in terms of 4-quadrant, that can be exciting for people. I think it can connect audiences in a very special way. You know what I mean? Like, it can really connect audiences in a very special way. Then we have season 2 of Loki. Now, we don't have an official premiere date. Marvel and Disney did announce that Loki will have a season 2, but we don't have any other information for it. We don't have a premiere date. We don't have a premiere year. We have nothing. But currently, Loki is scheduled to go into principal photography in late spring, early summer 2022, which means I don't think we would see it until 2023. I don't think they could turn that show around that quickly, 6 episodes, and then have post-production and everything done for a 2022 release. So I don't expect season 2 of Loki, or whatever they end up calling in, however they end up, telling the story about these seasons. I don't expect that to launch until 2023. But I am excited for it. Loki season 1 was amazing, and I'm very, very interested to see where they go next. Then on top of that, we have 2 untitled Marvel Studios animated projects. given that they're Marvel Studios, obviously these are widely expected to be set in the MCU or at least be connected to What If in some way, perhaps. I don't believe either of them are a season 3 of What If. I think they're new, whether, depending on like what kind of specials they are, what they end up doing with them. I have no idea. But there is at least 2 untitled Marvel Studios animated projects in development right now for Disney Plus. And again, those will be MCU releases, just animated. They're branching out like Star Wars. Bad Batch, Clone Wars, Rebels, Resistance, they all count even if they're animated. Marvel Studios is now doing that as well. What If is just as much canon as these next 2 projects are to Loki or to Echo or any of the other upcoming projects, which again is always exciting. Then the newest one, and again, these are things that have leaked out. These are what's going around. This isn't from Disney or Marvel, but Agatha. Agatha, starring Kathryn Hahn, is expected to get has a series or an event series, limited series in development. It is now. These are early rumors because this is early development, so it's hard to really put a pin into any of these early rumors. But I'll go on and note what's here. But Elizabeth Olsen is expected to reprise her role, so we're going to, we'll put a pin in that. We'll keep an eye on it. We'll see what happens. Then we have untitled Wakanda series. Now, there are not multiple Wakanda series in development, contrary to popular belief and contrary to what you might hear across the internet. There is only one untitled Wakanda project that is currently on the slate and that is currently in any type of development. It's impossible to know if this is just going to be like the World of Wakanda kind of series, or if this is the Okoye series that people misconstrued. And we talked about this before. There have been rumors that an Okoye series was in development at Disney Plus, but a series untitled Okoye series, a second untitled Wakanda. There is no other Wakanda reference at all in production. There's only one single untitled Wakanda series. That is the only thing in production in terms of development. That's the only thing in development. There is no other Wakanda series whatsoever. I want to be as clear as possible on that. Then we're going to move ahead just a little bit. We have untitled Marvel project. No idea. There's not even a single clue. It is a Disney Plus project. It is an untitled Marvel Studios Disney Plus project, and there are 3 of them. There is no way of knowing what these are, but there are at least 3. And again, I have to reiterate, there is no way of knowing what these are. Then we have an untitled Mutant project from Marvel Studios, and again, Mutant. Again, it's impossible to know if this focuses on a singular character, what this is supposed to be. We have absolutely no clue on any of this, just like we don't have a clue on the 3 untitled Marvel projects. Then we have, now, I consider, we have to be careful when we use this phrasing. I consider this a reimagining. I want to be very clear. But there is a Daredevil project in development. It is not season 4. I do not like that phrasing because it comes off disingenuous. It comes off clickbaity. While a Daredevil project is in development, there are no signs that it is season 4. And I've been told very clearly that Netflix is not canon. That everything that aired on Netflix, every Marvel show on Netflix, every Marvel show on Hulu, none of them are canon to the MCU that we know. At best, you can consider them variants of the multiverse or reimaginings, however you want to see fit, but you cannot look too far into it. They do not line up. They do not count. They are not the definitive canon for these characters. Feige wants an open door to develop. And again, that's the key word here. Kevin Feige did not work on any of the Marvel television properties. Kevin Feige, I want to reiterate, Kevin Feige did not work on any of the Marvel television properties. Those were all ran by Jeff Loeb and Ike Perlmutter. Kevin Feige does not consider them MCU. Your best way of accepting that is that they are in the multiverse if they have to count some way to you. Otherwise, if you enjoyed the shows, then you just go and continue to enjoy the shows. That's it. Just go and continue to enjoy the shows. That's what matters the most. Nothing else does. Nothing else matters whatsoever. Enjoy the shows that you enjoy, and then you just kind of you have to brush everything else away. Now, with that all out of the way, this is where we currently stand. Marvel has a massive, massive slate. There are still 10. Now, I want to be very clear here. There are still 10 projects that Marvel has in development. As of the recording of this video, we do not know if those are films or if those are Disney Plus shows. How that breaks down could change our perspective immensely on what's coming. Now, if you've been with us for the last year, you know that we've covered very in-depthly all the movies that are in production before they were even announced. We've covered and kept track of all of this. So again, if you kept with the channel, then you're abreast of that information. But as it stands right now, we still have so many projects that we can't attribute to Disney Plus or theatrical. Let's put it that way. We just don't know right now. So, and that is very, very exciting. If you're a Marvel fan, there's a lot in development. Now, the key word is development. That very much so is exciting, but it's not a guarantee. It doesn't mean it will definitively happen. Something that's in development can fall apart. It can fall through. It can collapse. Plans can change. Ideas for where the universe or where the characters need to go can change. It is continuously shifting. And this also doesn't account for potential season 2s. Again, I'm hearing that She-Hulk is going to have a season 2. I'm only hearing it, though. There's no production to tie that in, but She-Hulk has gone over very well. Marvel loves it, Disney loves it, and they want a second season. It's very likely we get a second season of She-Hulk, but we've already talked about season 2 of She-Hulk. If you're a YouTube member, you may have been a part of our pre-show. You may have seen some of the thoughts that I've shared on that. Now, things like that aren't listed here. Other second seasons, things like that, second seasons for shows that haven't even aired, they're not here. And we don't expect them to be with what we have. Now, there is some interpretation, absolutely. We've been very clear. We have 3 untitled projects. We don't know what they are. We're very confident they're not follow-ups or second seasons in any way. We're very, very confident that they're new, that they're brand new, that they are new stories, but we have no idea in terms of who or what. And that's exciting. And it's even more exciting if you're really into what Marvel's delivering. The idea of Disney Plus going forward is anything's on the table, frankly. The table is set and anything can be on it. And there is a lot of room and a lot of opportunity for Disney and Marvel to explore secondary and tertiary characters. And that's what you can expect to see on Disney Plus. And again, just like the comics, where you have one-shots on smaller characters or unknown characters, you're going to see that reflected on Disney Plus. You're going to see these kind of characters. That's why you're seeing a character like Agatha get a special. She's not going to have her a movie. And that's why you're going to see characters like Moon Knight and Daredevil have their start on Disney Plus, because Feige just feels like they're suited to longer forms of storytelling. And I think that's going to be an interesting road to follow down. And I'm excited to see what they do with it. I'm excited to see what sticks and, what sticks the landing, so to speak, and the direction that they continue to go in. I think Disney Plus and I think longer form storytelling is superior because, again, it's more representative of the comic book idea. And again, I know I've digressed. So, in terms of all of this, let me know in the comments below which project you're most looking forward to and that you hope to see Disney officially announce sooner than later. I do look forward to your thoughts, your wants, and your wish list, so to speak. To my YouTube members, thank you so much for your support and for making this content possible. If you're interested in becoming a YouTube member, all you have to do is follow a link at the description below, and you can support the channel today for $2.99 a month. Thank you so much. To everyone Thank you for watching and being a part of the conversation. I really do appreciate it. Please consider liking this video, subscribing to the channel, and sharing this content across social media. It helps immensely with YouTube's analytics and algorithms. It basically lets YouTube know, hey, people who've watched this like it, let's recommend it. Over half of you aren't subscribed, so please consider showing that button some love. And we do have a contest currently ongoing where we're giving away 2 years of Xbox Game Pass Ultimate. So thank you. Above all else, though, and most importantly, stay safe, take care of others, and have a wonderful day. Bye, everyone.